We are from Scotland. I'm going to do the bit right now, actually.
Do it.
Okay, so we're a hi-fi company from Glasgow, Scotland. We've been making hi-fi products since 1973, and it all began with this wonderful streamer, this wonderful turntable, the Sondek LB12. So 1973, this was brought into the world, completely modular in every way. So every single part of this turntable is modular, from the single point bearing in the centre of the deck, to the power supply, to the sub-chassis, the tone arm, the cartridge, the phono stage, and now even the plinth. But that idea of upgradability and modularity has been one of the hallmarks of Linn ever since, and it extends into our streamers. So we have 3 streamers on display here. To my bottom right, to your bottom left, is Magic DSM. This is our entry-level streamer and preamp, integrated amplifier, integrated MM and MC phono stage, just add speakers. Above it, we have Select Classic. So Select is our mid-range streamer and preamp. Select is the most modular streamer that we make. So with it, first of all, you choose your chassis. So Select Classic is folded aluminum. And then here we have Select DSM Edition, and that is machined aluminium. So our factory in Glasgow, we have 5 CNC axis milling machines. So we take a billet of aerospace grade aluminium and we machine it in one of our centres. It's anodised, and then it comes back to the factory and it's assembled with the rest of the parts. We even make our own circuit boards at Linn. That's a part of the process that we could outsource to another part of the world, save millions of pounds, but we lose control mainly over timescales and quality, but fundamentally it's the heart and soul of what goes into our products. Everything is assembled by hand, by a person in our facility in Glasgow. It's then shipped to our dealers and eventually to your homes. So when you've chosen your chassis for Select, folded or machined aluminium, you then configure it for what you want it to do. My wonderful friend Katie here has some examples. So
you were going to go with Glamorous Assistant, no?
I was going to say friend. I thought
that's nice.
Nice. Inside Select, there is room for 3 of these cartridges. So this is a module. This is a power out module. So 100 watts per channel, stereo amplifier module, and this is the DAC. So once you choose what you want it to do, power out, you can get a line out cartridge if you have external amplification. We have a 5.1 surround sound module. There is sub out. Basically anything that outputs sound can be connected to this DSM and then sent onto the speakers. You then choose your level of DAC. So the little module here is a DAC module. We have 3 levels: standard, catalyst in the mid-range, and organic DAC. Organic DAC is the first DAC that Linn manufactured from the ground up, all new design, completely designed and built in-house. And that's what we have inside this Select Edition DSM. So we have 1 power out cartridge, organic DAC, and we're running passive to this wonderful loudspeaker 150. This is a 3-way passive loudspeaker. We took a lot of the learnings from our flagship range and we were able to implement them in this speaker. So for example, one example of that is the drive units flush on the front of the cabinet. That gives us really good dispersion. So wherever you are in the room, you'll get a great soundstage. The great thing about this and this combination is that currently we're running this 1 power out cartridge, passive to this. However, if we add 2 more power out cartridges to Select Edition, with 2 more DACs, we can run this fully active, i.e. we're giving each drive unit its own channel of amplification, but we take that even further. So at Linn, we're not just about hardware, we make amazing software too. We have a proprietary technology we call Exact. That's our digital crossover technology. So we can apply an exact filter to this system, very, very simple process. And what happens then is the music signal is sent to the digital domain, and then we split the bass, mid-range and treble digitally. So for example, with a passive crossover, a passive crossover is basically a big piece of circuitry in the back of the speaker that takes a bread knife and goes bass, mid-range, treble, right? If we run it actively, we're doing it with a scalpel, bass, mid-range, treble. But doing it with, not a scalpel, a Stanley knife, I want to do that again. If we're doing, you can edit this. If we're with an active crossover, it's like doing it with a Stanley knife, bass, mid-range, treble. However, with an exact crossover, it's a scalpel. So there's 0 decibels of crossover frequency. So basically what that results in is far more detail, more depth, more range, better soundstage, more emotional connection to the music. Would you like
hear that system in Codell across
exactly?
the room?
So what I'd like you to do, we're going to listen to a track here, the passive system, and we'd love it if you could go and visit the Codell room across the road to hear the fully exact active system. Are we cowabunga on this? Yeah? Cool. Okay.
Ready for some music?
Yes. Alright, I'm going to play something fun actually, a band called Ezra Collective, a sort of jazz funk crossover band. This track's called No Confusion. Brilliant brass. My favourite thing in this is the brass. So, and the drums are cool too. So, on the select edition with the 150 loudspeakers, this is Ezra Collective. And thanks for listening. Oh, if you want to win a Play Mystère, there is a QR code on the wall. Please scan it. The Play Mystère is a bottle of whiskey. We can't take it back to Scotland, we'll be laughed out of town. So please scan, enter our prize draw, we'll pick a winner at the end of the week.
This time around, I just really want to go jazz.
Yeah.
Jazz, jazz, but I'm sure everybody would think that I'm going to be playing jazz like the Americans.
Mm-hmm.
No. I'm playing jazz my way.
Digital side of what we do, but also obviously the thing that we're most famous for is this wonderful turntable Sonic LP12. Anyone familiar with the LP12? Few of you? Yeah, so this is 53 years in the making. So like we said, every single part of it is upgradable modular. So in the original design, our founder Ivar Tiefenbrunn wanted to create a turntable that could withstand acoustic feedback so that there's no air kind of interfering with the stylus of the cartridge on the record, because there's so much data inside the groove of a record. So what we want to do is extract as much information as possible from it, but eliminate all the resonance and noise around it. Would you like to hear it?
Yes.
Cool. Right, I'm going to play a bit of hard bop jazz. Lee Morgan, he is partnered with Wayne Shorter on this track. Absolutely fantastic. You'll have Lee Morgan on the trumpet and one speaker, Wayne Shorter on his saxophone and the other speaker. The rest of the band is here. There's a great soundstage in this track, so if you fancy standing up and walking around, you'll get a really, really good kind of image of the full band playing. It's really good. There's a lot of energy in it. I hope you enjoy it. Lee Morgan.
Feel free to dance.
No dad dancing, ideally, but
Aww.
it's going to take
We
a
don't
minute.
discriminate.
Stuart was listening to a 45 RPM, so that's on me. That's on me. That's twice we've done that today.
Yeah, I did it the other way where Dean Martin was singing in slow motion. So.
you'd like a little bit of a close-up of these. Very cool. It's got a really, really tight pin plug-in slot. Power module. That's really cool. Yeah, awesome stuff. I guess it's not a mystery prize anymore. I gotta be honest. I don't know if my favorite thing is the sound of the system or just listening to your accent and voice while you're talking. It's different around here, and I love that refreshing sort of feel.
Glad to hear it, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, my friend Ian's Scottish as well.
All right, yeah.
He's got that kind of like legacy, and he always talks about Linn. And what I actually started bringing back recently, people forgot that you guys had a speaker that was covered in cloth that could be customized.
That's right.
I started bringing that back, and I started. People forgot that this existed.
Yeah, Series 5. You still see them out there. There's a lot of them out there.
Yeah.
So the covers came. I think we made about 100 different covers for it or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a really nice looking speaker, and it sounds great.
Yeah.
Like isobaric bass, so it's a really interesting speaker.
Yeah, it just kind of faded away at a certain time. Like maybe it was ahead of its time.
Aye, perhaps.
I think so.
It was, for me, it's certainly a kind of very 2010 onwards kind of speaker.
Yeah.
Like, kind of, you think about like what hi-fi looked like at that time. It felt quite like it was a lifestyle product, but a really, really good sounding one.
Right.
Yeah.
Ahead of its time, I think. That's
For
what I
sure.
was saying.
Yeah.
I think that it could have, even now, because of the customizing stuff and the way that people are, I mean, other brands have added like fabric panels to the outside of their speakers and whatever, and you can customize all that stuff.
Yeah.
And Linn was there ahead of time. So,
Everything we do is modular, you know,
Yes.
upgradable. It's the whole ethos of it is like able to upgrade. Buy once and upgrade. That's you.
Yes.
I buy for life.
it's great. Well, thanks a lot
Great
for the
to see you.
demo. I appreciate it.
Anytime, man. See you next year.
I'll be back maybe even tomorrow or whatever if I can get some other demo songs in.
We'll be here. We'll be here.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, man. My pleasure.